Welcome to Nerdy and Flirty, a podcast designed to help you create a life that you love. It's nerdy with science-backed information, and it's flirty. It's fun, it's quick, it's straight to the point. My name is Cass, and welcome to the podcast. Hello, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I know I have a ton of energy today, and it's because it's sunny. It's 50 degrees, which I'm in New Jersey, and it should be cold right now, so I'm happy with that. And it's perfect because today's episode is our spring glow up guide. I know it's not technically spring yet. We still have a few more weeks, but in my head, it's spring. All right, I'm ready for the spring. I had a great winter. I went skiing last weekend. I feel like I got the closure I needed, and now I'm ready for it to start getting warmer, start getting sunny. The sky's been getting blue, which is amazing because in the winter it's just like gray. So I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. And this episode is going to be all the things that I'm doing this spring to get ready for the summer, because the summer is going to be here very soon. And I'm just going to be upfront. I'm trying to look good this summer. I am trying to feel my best. I'm trying to look good. I'm trying to feel good. I want to get fit. I want to feel healthy. I just want to be glowing in every aspect this summer. And honestly, we got to start it now. I feel like the spring is where I really thrive because I know I'm excited for summer, and this is the time to really kick it into high gear and get ready because we have a few months. It's the beginning of March, which means we have March, April, May. We have 3 solid months to really do the thing, whatever that thing is. And today I want to go through my things, the things that I'm really trying to do in the next 3 months. Maybe this will inspire you, maybe this will give you some ideas, or maybe this will just be that little push you need to be like, no, you know what? This is the time to work hard so that by the summer, I'm gonna be thanking myself. My thing is, I wanna do the things that I need to do now so that by the summer, I can look back and say, thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you, mind. Thank you, soul. Thank you, everything, for doing the thing. I really like the springtime, especially after being in a true winter, because winter gets rough. Everyone talks about the winter blues, and I'm telling myself March 1st, it's done. It's over. The winter blues are over. It's hot girl spring, all right? I think I've mentioned this before, but I went to college in South Florida, and there was no seasons there. So obviously they had winter, it got a little bit colder, but there was no concept of seasons or time living in Florida. So I kind of just lived in blue skies and sunniness all year long, which at first is amazing. I was living my best life, but being back in New Jersey has honestly given me an appreciation for the seasons again, because there is set times in my head. I can say, okay, this is the season of working hard. This is the season of rest. This is the season of blah, 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 blah. And I know that spring isn't technically here, but spring is a mindset, for me at least, all right? The sky is blue, which means spring is here. So I made a little notes app of all the things that I want to do this spring to really kick it into high gear for the summer. First things first, and this is such an easy one, but is honestly maybe my favorite, is opening the damn windows. I love having the windows open. Having the windows open makes me immediately feel calm. I don't know if that's just in my head, but getting fresh air is so important. And I do this even in the winter. And I know that that's not what you're supposed to do with the heaters and whatever. And if you work for HVAC, don't come for me. But having the windows open, it's just different. It just hits different. Even in the winter, I do this. I open the windows for 30 minutes and just get some fresh air, even if it's a little bit cold. And now that it's starting to get a little bit warmer out, I am definitely going to be having the windows open as often as I can. But also for the nerdy side of this podcast, indoor air is so much more polluted than outdoor air. It's insane. Americans spend 90% of their lives inside, which is crazy. It's crazy. And inside, the air pollution is 2 to 5 times higher than it is outside, which means we need to get outside. And I know that it's not always feasible to get outside all day long, but having the windows open can help a little bit. All right, next thing that's probably my biggest priority is my overall fitness and physique. Fitness is not just related to the gym. It also ties in with nutrition because I'm really trying to body recomp a little bit this spring. So I'm trying to lose a little bit of body fat and gain a little bit of muscle. I'm happy with my physique right now, but I definitely want to tone up a little bit more. And toning up is body recomposition usually, where you might stay the same weight on the scale, but you have more muscle and less body fat, and that's where you can start to see more definition. This is a personal goal for me. I'm not telling you that you need to do this, but I know for me this winter, I've kind of let some things slide, and now I'm ready to, be on my health grind again. Like I've had a great winter, but I've been very social, and there's of course a time and a place for being social. I feel like I've gone out a lot and done a lot of cool things this winter, which is important, and I have no regrets. But going out also involves eating out more, not being as active, drinking alcohol, like just things that I'm done. Now that it's getting warmer, I don't want to do those things as much. Of course, I still want to have fun, and I'm still going to go out with my friends, and I'm still going to live my life. But my priorities are shifting. During the winter, my priority was my social life, and I feel like I did that. And now that it's spring, my priority is my wellness. So I have a little plan of action to get me where I want to be in terms of my physique. First things first is planning out my workouts in the beginning of the week for the week. For me, I can't just go based off of every single day how I feel, because the truth of that is I probably won't work out if that's the case. If I'm relying on my daily motivation, I'm probably not going to work out. But if I give myself a goal for the week, like 3 times per week, 4 times per week, that to me is a little bit easier to manage, and it also gives me some flexibility, because let's say something does pop up, I can just move it to another day. If I'm saying I'm going to work out 3 times per week, I have 7 days to figure that out and find time for that. Versus if I say, okay, I'm going to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if something pops up on Friday, now I'm just missing my workout. I like a weekly goal to give me flexibility within my schedule. Within these workouts, my focus right now is mainly having fun. Things like pickleball, going for walks, dancing, sprinting. Anything that I'm curious about is what I want to do for my workouts. If you follow the Instagram, you might have seen that I went for a run for the first time in a while. And that was just something that I was kind of craving to do on a random day. Like I was like, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to go for a run. And I had fun with it. Like it was something fun. It was a new challenge for me. I like to keep things interesting and keep it spicy within my workout routine. So for my workouts, I just want to focus on movement and keeping it fun. When I was in the best shape of my life, it was the summer that COVID happened, summer 2020. I felt so confident. I had the most muscle definition I've ever had in my life, and I just felt healthy. Like it wasn't even, obviously the physique is a plus. Like I liked how I looked physically, but I also just felt amazing. Like I was like a little powerhouse. And the way that I got there is literally from having fun with my workouts. I would go outside and I would just fool around. I would do headstands, I would do yoga. I would bring like 10 to 20 pound dumbbells outside and just move my body until I was done. Like there wasn't a time frame. There wasn't a specific split I was doing. I was literally just moving my body and having fun. I would go for runs. I went to this park and I would just like fool around. Like I had so much fun, and I saw the best results I ever saw. And I wasn't even focused on results. I was just focused on moving my body. I'm trying to channel that again because I had so much fun. I will say this until the day that I die. The best workout is the one that you do. And the one that you do is usually the fun one. So keep it fun. If you're trying to get into a workout routine like me, keep your workouts fun. Chase that curiosity that you have. If you're curious about any kind of sport, any kind of class, any kind of workout, do it. Literally just do it that day. Stop thinking so much and start doing. And I'm saying that to myself too. Like stop planning so much and just start doing. If you're feeling like you need to get outside and do some jumping jacks, go outside and do some jumping jacks. Pick up a jump rope. Like do different things and chase that curiosity that you have in you. Along with this is prioritizing my recovery. When it comes to workouts, it's one thing to work out And it's another thing to recover after your workout. Recovery is really important. That's where all the gains happen. That's where all the muscle is built. That's where all the body fat is lost. And a lot of this comes down to nutrition and sleep. For me this spring, I'm really trying to do even better with my nutrition. I don't think my nutrition is bad at all, but I feel like there's always room for improvement. And going back to that summer of 2020 where I felt my best and I looked my best, I didn't think so much about what I was eating. I just ate. I ate when I was hungry. I stopped eating when I was full. And I think that simplicity has gotten lost. I know for me it has a little bit. And I know on social media it's gotten lost where we think so much about what we eat and we calculate it so much that we end up overcomplicating it. Like, of course, there's a science to nutrition with macros and protein and carbs and fat, and you want to eat balanced, whatever that means. But I think so many of us have lost our genuine hunger cues. Like, I work with clients on nutrition, and a common problem that I see is that we can't even figure out when we're hungry and when we're not. Like, our hunger cues have gotten so skewed because we think about it so much. Like, we calculate our meals and we calculate our snacks. And there's, of course, a time and a place. Like, I literally coach clients with this of planning out our meals and planning out for the week and being prepared because that is important. But it's also important to be in touch with your body and understand if I'm hungry, I should probably eat. If I'm not hungry, I probably don't need to eat. So during this springtime glow up, I'm trying to be simple with myself and eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full and trust that my body knows what I need. Last thing within this nutrition phase is being mindful of my alcohol consumption. I know that being sober curious is like a very trendy thing right now. And honestly, I'm not in that right now. I see it all over social media with the mocktails, and that looks so fun. And I've actually done that before. I did it in college in Fort Lauderdale, which was like a huge party town. And I would go to the bars with my friends and get club soda. And it was fun. I did it for a little bit. But right now, I've also just been having fun going to the bars with my friends and getting a martini and getting a glass of wine and trying out different types of drinks and making them with my friends. Like, I know that alcohol is bad. There's not any health benefits to drinking alcohol, but I also want to shed some light because with this sober curiosity trend or just the sober trend in general, I feel like there's a little bit of shame associated with drinking alcohol. And I'm not saying that alcohol is good and that you should drink alcohol. What I am saying is if you're in a phase like me where you are going out some weekends and you are going out with your friends sometimes and you're getting drinks and you're being mindful and you're being moderate with it and you're not overdoing it and there's nothing bad happening, you shouldn't feel guilty about getting a drink. I know for me, I can go out with my friends, get a drink or two, Uber home safely, nothing bad happens, I wake up the next day not hungover, I drink some water, and I have a productive day the next day. Like, if that's what's happening, I don't see any harm in doing that every now and then. Obviously, alcohol is not good for you, and there's biochemical harm, and I understand that. But also, I'm not naive to the fact that going out and getting drinks is part of our culture, and sometimes it's fun to just indulge in that. So for me, for this spring, I'm not cutting out alcohol completely, but I want to continue being mindful about my alcohol consumption, picking and choosing when I drink and when I don't. Like, for example, I'm going on a bar crawl next weekend. We're doing all the shore towns in Jersey, and it's going to be so much fun. And I would be lying if I said I wasn't going to get some drinks there. But then I know that I'm doing that next weekend. So this weekend was very low key. And who knows, I probably will go back on that sober journey at some point. But right now I'm having fun. And I'm 23, and this is the time that you do that. Next thing on the spring glow up guide is my supplements. I am trying to take my supplements every single day. I got out of a routine of taking my supplements, and now we need to get it back. I purchased all the supplements that I take. I have a full stock of them. They're all in a cute little basket. I have my jumbo size pill box, pill container, where I put them all in for the week. Now I just need to start taking them again. I would say I take them a majority of the week, but I definitely miss days. So I'm just trying to be extra good about that and take them every single day. If you're curious about supplements, definitely go listen to the episode about micronutrients. I talk all about the supplements that I take. It's a good episode to listen to if you don't really know about vitamins and minerals. Next thing on the glow up guide is beauty. Okay, my beauty routine. Something you might not know about me is I'm very into wellness, as you can tell, but I'm not into beauty, and I want to be. I do not have a solid skincare routine. I do not have a solid makeup routine. I do not have anything like that in terms of the beauty world, and I want to be. I want to be one of those girls that has a bunch of skincare products and serums and the things that have the glass little dropper. I want that in my life. I want good lotions, and I want to put lotion on every day, not just some days. I want to be one of those girls so bad, and I'm not. I'm really not. So the first part of this beauty goal and beauty routine is getting into skincare, specifically glowy skincare. I want my skin to be supple everywhere. I want my body to be supple. I want my face to be supple. I want to put under eye cream on. I want to be into skincare. So I got a vitamin C serum because I've read and seen and asked around that is something that makes your skin glow. And I put it on 3 or 4 times since getting it. Now let me ask you, if you're into skincare, please tell me, how do I stop it from breaking me out? I just got this vitamin C serum. I put it on a few times, and since putting it on, I've gotten a couple little tiny pimples, and I know that they will go away. I'm not really worried about the little pimples, but does that mean that the product is not good for me? Or does that mean that it's just a new product and my skin has to get used to it? That is my concern and my struggle with skincare. I would say my skin is very sensitive. I've used the same cleanser and same moisturizer for so many years because it's the only thing that doesn't break me out. So whenever I introduce new things, I feel like my skin doesn't like it. It breaks out a little bit. Not terribly. It's not like an allergic reaction, but it is a few pimples. Does that just mean it's new and I need to get used to it? Please let me know. Please let me know. And also, please let me know the 3 products that I need to use every day and when to use them. I went skiing last weekend and I was asking my friend Alyssa what her skincare routine is because she literally had the most glowy skin I've ever seen. And she does an in-depth skincare routine. I want to get to that level one day, but I know that I need to go slow and steady and I can't just introduce a bunch of products at once. I also just think that's unrealistic for me. But she has a morning routine and a nighttime routine with skincare. Right now, I'll be honest with you, I only really have a very limited morning and nighttime routine. I wash my face and put moisturizer on. Morning, I put on SPF moisturizer. Nighttime, I put on regular. And I put on eye cream sometimes. That's the extent of my skincare routine. But I'm really trying to learn about it. I'm not going to say that I have this established skincare routine. I think the springtime is going to be for me to learn about it and try different products and figure out what works for me. And maybe by the summer, I'll have it figured out. That's my goal right now. Along with this is also my body. I'm really trying to get into the exfoliating, the moisturizing, the body oils. I'm just trying to be glowy. I would say I'm pretty good with the body moisturizing. I can handle moisturizer. I can handle lotion. It's the serums that I get a little confused on. So let me know your skincare routine if you're a skincare girly. Another thing with the whole beauty aspect of the glow up guide is hair care. I have been trying to do less heat on my hair. I've been braiding my hair a lot, especially when I do workouts and yoga classes, or when I go to bed, I'll put it in a nice little braid to keep my hair protected. I want to do this even more. I also do the heatless curls with the robe tie. That trend happened so long ago, but I still do it. It works like a charm. It works really well on my type of hair at least. And I'll do it at night. I'll go to bed and I'll wake up and my hair is all curly and ready for me to go to work without doing anything at all to it. Not only is it easier, but it also is no heat. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to really protect my hair. I got a haircut last week. I have the fresh, no split ends haircut. So I'm just trying to protect my hair this spring, do less heat, heatless hairstyles, just trying to be better about my hair care. Another part of being glowy is hydration. Being glowy starts with the inside. I feel like I'm pretty good with my hydration, but I think I could do even better, specifically on the weekends or days that I don't have work. I feel like during the work week, I have a pretty solid hydration routine. I bring my Stanley or the big water bottles and I drink a few of them at work, and then I drink a few more when I get home. But the weekends, I kind of slack a little bit. I think it's because I'm not in the same routine. So I'm trying to really be better about that as well. Filling up a big cup of water as soon as I wake up and drinking it and drinking it and drinking it. Maybe getting some lemons, just trying to be even more on my hydration game. A lot of things stem from being dehydrated. If you get headaches a lot, it's usually dehydration. Being hungry, sometimes it's just being dehydrated. Dry skin, low energy, a lot of that comes from hydration. So make sure you're on your hydration game. If you don't have a cool water bottle, get one. And then the last thing that I want to focus on this spring is just doing me. Like, I just want to do all the things that I want to do. I don't want to overthink them. I don't want to put myself down about it before it even happens. Like, I just want to do it and just execute as much as possible. If I have a thought or an idea about something, instead of thinking about it, I'm just going to do it. I'm tired of getting in my own way and sabotaging things before they even happen. Stop telling yourself you can't do something. You absolutely can do something. If there's an idea in you, you can do it. That idea is in you for a reason. There's a quote that I hold on to so tightly, and that is, leap and the net will appear. If there is something you want to do, you need to make the jump and everything else will figure itself out. If you make that jump, it figures itself out for you, but you will never know if you're stuck and you're not making that jump. And for me, this is something I'm really focusing on this spring. I want to dedicate a lot of time to this podcast, to the Instagram, and really grow it as much as I possibly can. And if you have a goal that you've been sitting on for a while and not working towards, this is the time to do it. There is never a better time than now to start working on whatever goal you have in your head. If you want to start a podcast, start a podcast. If you want to start a fitness Instagram, start a fitness Instagram. If you want to start something new, start it. Like, there is never a better time than right now. I thought about this podcast for like 3 or 4 years before I ever even started it. And now we're on 20 weeks, 20 consistent weeks that I've been posting this podcast. And it started from a random day right before my birthday. And I was like, you know what? I'm starting this. Like, there's never a better time than right now. If you want to talk about glow, that glow happens from doing things that are truly authentic to you. And if you have this goal in your head, that is something that's authentic to you. That inner goal you have, that inner hobby, that inner desire, that's what's going to make you glow. If you're just spending your days doing things that make everyone else happy but yourself, you're not going to glow the way you want to. But if you are truly being genuine and authentic to the things that you want in this life, that is where the glow happens. It doesn't matter how much skincare and lotion and things that you put on your skin. If you're not living authentically, that glow will never happen for you. Think about the happiest person that you know. That person is happy because they're probably genuinely being themselves. There is so much freedom in living authentically. If you're scared of what people are going to say about you and think about you, just know that means you're doing something worth talking about. If people are talking about you, it means you're doing something worth talking about. And that is a flex. Like, that is something to be proud of. So that is the Spring Glow Up Guide, starting from fitness and wellness all the way to the mindset and the career shifts that I'm trying to do. Definitely let me know what you're trying to do this spring. I'm excited for it. I feel like this spring is going to set us up strongly for this summer, feeling our best, doing our best, living with passion, and just glowing from the inside out. I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic week. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.